Okay, let's talk. What if I told you that the huge gap between struggling financially and actually being free really just boils down to a few tiny daily habits? We're going to dive into some serious insights from an accountant who spent a decade in finance, and they've seen it all. They've pinpointed the most common money traps that people, just like you and me, fall into. So let's figure out which ones might be hitting your wallet. So, let's just ask the big question right up front. Are your daily habits, the small, almost mindless things you do with your money, are they secretly draining your bank account? Seriously, think of it like this. Your finances are a ship, and these little habits are tiny, invisible leaks. Over time, yeah, they can absolutely sink the whole thing. So today, our mission is simple. We're going to spot those leaks, and then we're going to plug them up for good. All right, first things first, this is probably the single biggest mindset shift you can possibly make. It's an idea made famous by Rich Dad Poor Dad, and it really all comes down to one incredibly simple question. When that paycheck lands in your account, who do you pay first? Your answer to that one question, well, it tells the whole story. And here it is, laid out plain and simple. So check out the column on the left. This is what most of us do, right? The paycheck arrives, we pay our bills and expenses, maybe spend a little on fun stuff, and then we save whatever's left over, if there's anything left. It's totally passive. But now, look at the right. This is the game changer. The paycheck hits, and the very first thing you do before anything else is you save. You send a minimum of 10% to yourself, to your future. All of a sudden, your savings isn't an afterthought. It's a bill. It's non-negotiable, just like your rent. You see, it's all right there in that quote. The rich pay themselves first, everyone else pays themselves last. It sounds so simple, just flipping the order, but the psychology behind it is massive. You're making a conscious choice to prioritize your future, your wealth, over all the other expenses clamoring for your attention. You start treating your own financial freedom like it's the most important bill you have. Because, well, it is. Okay, so how do we actually do this? It's really just 3 easy steps. First, you've got to change how you think about it. Your savings, it's not optional. It's a bill, maybe your most important one. Second, and listen up because this is the magic trick, you have to automate it. Set up an automatic transfer from your checking to your savings for the exact day you get paid. That's it. You take willpower completely out of the picture. The money is gone before you can even think about spending it. Okay, let's move on to the next major hurdle, and this one is a biggie. Bad debt. For so many of us, especially young professionals, having some credit card debt just feels normal. It's just part of life. But we're about to see how that normal little habit is actually one of the biggest, most destructive roadblocks to ever building any real wealth. Just look at that number, 22%. That is the average interest rate on a credit card. Let that sink in for a second. It's absolutely insane. At 22%, any of those rewards points or cashback miles you think you're so cleverly racking up, poof, they're gone. They get completely vaporized by interest payments. You have to remember, the credit card company's entire business model is built on you not paying off your balance every month. So what's the fix? What's the way out of this trap? It's a rule that's so simple, but it's incredibly powerful. And it's this. If you cannot afford to buy it with the cash you have right now, you cannot afford it. Full stop. No exceptions. I'm telling you, embracing this one simple discipline can literally save you from years, maybe even a decade of financial pain. All right, next up. Have you ever had this happen? You get a raise, or maybe you land a great new job with a bigger salary, and you're feeling great. But then a few months down the line, you look at your bank account and you feel just as broke as you were before. What is that? Well, that feeling has a name. It's called lifestyle inflation, and honestly, it's like the silent killer of your financial goals. What it means is pretty simple. When your income goes up, your spending tends to go up right along with it. It's just human nature, right? You make more money, you think, hey, maybe I can get that nicer car now, or we could definitely afford a bigger place. But here's the trap. If your spending just expands to eat up all your new income, you're not actually getting any wealthier. You're just spending more. And this is what that vicious cycle looks like. You get the raise, you make the upgrades, the car, the apartment, the dinners out, and boom, before you even realize it, your monthly expenses have magically swelled up to match your new paycheck. You're running faster and faster on a financial hamster wheel, but you're not actually going anywhere. The only way to get off is to make a conscious choice. When you get new income, you have to decide to send most of it straight to savings and investments before your lifestyle has a chance to grab it. Okay, So far, we've been talking a lot about playing defense, right? Paying yourself first, avoiding debt, keeping lifestyle inflation in check. That's all crucial stuff. But now it's time to switch to offense. Because building real, significant wealth isn't just about not losing money. It's about actively growing it. And to do that, you've got two main levers you can pull. I want you to think about it like this. Saving, that's your foundation. It's solid, it's necessary, you absolutely can't build anything without it. It plugs all those leaks we talked about. But there's a limit to how much you can save, right? You can only cut your expenses so much. Now, earning, that's the engine. That's what gives you horsepower. It's what actually moves you forward faster and faster. And the most exciting part? Your potential to earn more has no ceiling. It's unlimited. So, how do you actually pull that earning lever? Well, there are a bunch of ways. You can go after a raise at your 9 to 5. You could start a side hustle and build a whole new income stream on the side. You could invest in yourself by learning some high-income skills that make you more valuable. And this is a big one, you can start investing in the market, which basically turns your money into a little army of employees that go out and work for you 24/7. This brings us to the final piece of the puzzle. And honestly, these might be the most powerful habits of all. So once you've got your savings on autopilot and you're actively looking for ways to earn more, the next level up is making every single dollar you have work as hard and as efficiently as possible for you. And that means two things: understanding taxes and seriously investing. Now, I want you to really let this statement sink in. Over the course of your entire life, the single biggest check you will write won't be for a house or a fancy car or a college tuition. It will be to the tax man. So understanding how the tax system works isn't about doing anything shady or illegal. It's about being smart. It's about legally and strategically making sure you get to keep more of the money you worked so hard to earn. And look, there are well-known, totally legal tools to help you do this. We're talking about things like tax-sheltered investment accounts, like a Roth IRA here in the States or an ISA in the UK, where your money can grow completely tax-free. Or if you've got that side hustle, structuring it as a business can open up a whole world of deductions. Again, this isn't about finding some secret loophole. It's just playing the game by the rules, but playing it smartly. And that brings us to the final and maybe most costly bad habit, procrastination. Just waiting. And this one really gets me, because every single day you wait to invest your money, inflation is silently eating it away. A dollar you stash in a savings account isn't just sitting still. It is actively becoming worth less and less every single day. The only way to fight back, the only way to get ahead, is to get that money invested so it can grow faster than inflation is trying to shrink it. So when you boil it all down, here's the fundamental truth. Your money is never just sitting there. It's never neutral. It is always, always moving. It's either working against you through inflation, through bad debt, through bad habits, or it is working for you. So the real question you have to ask yourself is, which one will you choose? What are you going to do starting today to put your money on your team? Because that choice right there is what will define your entire financial future.